From the CBS 5 Weather Center, good evening, everybody. On this June 28th, today we had 63 degrees in San Francisco to 86 degrees in Gilroy. But wait, take a look at this. This is really beautiful. It's really awesome to take a sneak peek at. We have the return of the marine layer. It's just pouring on shore, driven by a strong westerly wind. Good evening, everybody, from the CBS 5 Weather Center. Today we had warmer temperatures across the Bay Area. Did you feel the difference? And we are entering the dog days of summer here. Good evening, everybody, from the CBS 5 Weather Center. Let's head on outside, where today we had highs that banked anywhere from 64 degrees in San Francisco. Now, from the CBS 5 Weather Center, on this last Friday, the month of June, we were unseasonably cool throughout many of our locations. In fact, Livermore only at 76 degrees when we should typically be around 87 degrees. This is our live CBS 5 weather camera looking out towards Tiburon and Sausalito, totally socked in at this hour. We now have numbers ranging from 64 in Oakland and in San Francisco to 75 degrees in Santa Rosa and in Redwood City. At the coast, notice the overcast skies. In fact, if you've got picnic plans this weekend, what you see right now is pretty much what you're going to get all weekend long, with that onshore breeze to 20 miles per hour. Some patchy fog at the beaches tonight, partial clearing all weekend long, and there's really no change in that extended forecast coast side. Good evening, Thursday, July 5th. Right here in the city of San Francisco, where we had a high today of 62 degrees. It was 80 degrees in Sonoma, and I bet you felt the difference. A significant cool down today. In fact, let's go ahead and head on outside. It's our live CBS 5 weather camera looking out towards San Francisco. And boy, a chill in the air when you compare it to yesterday, where we had 90 degrees in Livermore. Today, 15 degrees cooler. It was 8 degrees cooler in San Jose at 73 degrees, and a good 10 degrees from yesterday in Redwood City. Now, currently, we sit at 62 in Oakland through Alameda into Piedmont. Otherwise, the winds are gusting up to 33 miles per hour at SFO. Another breezy evening as the sun goes down officially at 8:34. Here's the scene in Dublin, and you see the trees wavering a little bit there, where the winds are blowing out of the west at 17 miles per hour. Currently, 70 degrees, westerly at 15 in Livermore. Breezy this evening. We will have a cloudy start to our Friday, then those clouds dissipate to sunshine. Heat wave impending. More on that, but let's start with our futurecast. Watch this. This is interesting. Clouds move in towards the delta, and they swirl around, and then they begin to retreat, and we will have ample sunshine and not an aggressive westerly onshore push as we did experience today, so that's why our temperatures will go up. But see that area of high pressure? It's doing something unusual. Going to retrograde, move from the east to the west. Very unusual, taking that warm record heat from the Midwest and the East Coast and transport it to the West Coast. So our temperatures are going up. So if you're heading to the Alameda County Fair this weekend, make sure you grab the sunblock and hydrate. Low 90s there for the horse races as well. Tonight to overnight, with a blanket of clouds in the overnight hours, temperatures into the 40s and 50s. And yes, the winds begin to dial back out of the west up to about 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow's highs with the westerly up to 20 into the 60s at the beaches. You'll notice from South San Francisco all the way through San Mateo into Redwood City, back in through Los Altos, we're talking about 70s. Then we bump up the numbers to the low, mid, high 80s across the Santa Clara Valley, including Alum Rock, Alviso, and the Almaden Valley. And then meanwhile, in the East Bay, away from the Bay of Water, 83 degrees in Walnut Creek and Clayton as well, mid 80s in Pittsburgh. Mid 80s also common in Brentwood as you head further north into Napa, into Sonoma, American Canyon, and Benicia into the 80s. 83 degrees in Santa Rosa. Mid 60s in San Francisco, which is pretty typical for this time of the year. Meanwhile, the extended forecast does call for temperatures each day to rise. We're talking low 90s inland over the weekend, both days, and then mid 90s from Monday through this time about next week. 60s at the beaches. That's a very warm pinpoint forecast. Vern Glenn in the house with sports. Next. We're getting a little bit of help behind the scenes tonight with Sharky, voted the best mascot in the world. I'm not making this stuff up. The game officially starts at 7:30 tonight, but everybody's already out here. Hey, first off, who's going to win tonight? Is it heating up inside? Is it heating up outside? Just how warm is it? Let's take a look at the current conditions in and around our microclimate. Thank you for taking time out of your very busy schedule. Again, the San Jose Sharks playing host to the St. Louis Blues. The puck drops at 7:30. And are we excited out here?
Yeah! We've always said you're kind of off your rocker, but now you're going over the edge?
It was amazing. It was one of the most amazing, well, it was the most amazing experience of my life, and I'll talk about that more because Boy, oh boy, has it been a day in the city of San Francisco. Just moments ago, I rappelled 38 stories down the Grand Hyatt Hotel from the very all the way down, and I did it to raise money for Special Olympics because I would not do it for any other reason. I'm being perfectly honest. Joan, you're here with me today. What are your thoughts about the day?
Oh my gosh, I'm so impressed by the bravery, but also the generosity. You know, between today and tomorrow, we'll have about 90 people rappel down the wall of the Grand Hyatt.
Good morning, Roberta Gonzalez live at the Alameda County Fair. I am on the bungee plunge. It's about 130 feet high, and I tell you, it's a beautiful view from up here. I can actually see the marine layer towards the city of San Francisco trying to march inland a good 40 miles. And bottom line is, gang, today the clouds will clear back to the coast, 60s beaches, 80s inland areas. I swore that I would never bungee jump ever again in my entire life. I've done it once before. But John, if you're listening, and you better be, I'm doing this just for you because I love you so much.
Roberta,
and tomorrow's your birthday.
Roberta?
Yeah.
Can I have your parking spot?
Hush.
Okay, here we go.
2,
oh my God.
1.
I love it!
Thank you!
She's dope.
Oh,
She's
yes,
dope.
yes. Oh, new respect for Roberta Gonzalez.